All right, this example is being recorded for a customer, Cory. Cory wants to do a sleeve design here on the edge of this garment that folds over here. So, Cory, I'm going to walk you through the steps to do this. There's a tougher way and an easier way. So, uh, let's get started. We're going to open the design layer here. And I've already added an example logo. So we'll turn on the placement guide, get rid of the original sample. And oh, forgive me, I have a cold right now, so if I sound a little weird when I'm talking, you'll have to excuse the nasal sound there. So for this example logo, we're going to have to mask on the edges. So let's make a copy of this. The first logo we're going to bring on the upper part of the sleeve. So we're going to transform and move this. So in the example that you sent to me, Cory, I believe that it happened right about the seam here is roughly where your design was cutting off. So we'll try to align this like such. And then we're going to take the bottom part of the sleeve and bring the logo to line up with that. Now we're going to have to eyeball this and figure out how to get these to line up. So it looks like that P would be folding over right about there. You can mess with this. I'll go a little bit more quickly so that it won't be completely perfect, but it'll give you the idea of the steps you're going to need to take. So what we have to do here is use layer masks to paint on the fold. So you are going to select the logo that you want your mask on. So this logo, this layer right here is for this top one. We're going to click this button and make a layer mask. Then you're going to make sure that the mask itself is selected, not the thumbnail, the mask. And then select your brush tool. And then when your brush tool is selected and your layer mask is selected, you can paint on and off like such. So black and white. White shows the image and black hides the image. So out here, outside of the garment, none of this matters. This will automatically get masked by the template anyways. So you don't have to worry about this stuff. It's just the part that's on the garment that we have to worry about. So here, okay, I'm going to switch. I'm using a white brush right now. And if you hit your X key, notice I'm going to push my X key. That will switch your black and your white. That makes it a lot easier to do this. So using white, okay, we're painted on. I'm going to switch to black, paint over like such, and then I'm going to come back in and paint into the seam. And again, I'm not going to do a super precise job in the interest of brevity, but that's how you'll do that. Let's hide that one, bring our other one in. We're going to create a layer mask, make sure the mask is selected, and then we are going to paint along the seam. So let's switch to black and hide some of this. Oh, that's right. We don't need to worry about these down here. Those will come in. Those get masked out automatically by the template. So, oh, I messed that up. Command Z. We're going to hit X, switch to white to paint on our image, like such. Go. Again, it's killing me to not have this perfect, but I'll save you the time of me obsessing over the exact corners. Just know that you can come in and take an extra few minutes to make that really, really nice looking if you want. So then we have our bottom sleeve in there. and our top sleeve in there. Let's turn off our placement guide. Hit Command S or Control S to save your changes. We'll close that. Come back over here. And you know what? That P looks a little bit funny to me. So let's go back in real quick and update that. So if you don't want to move the mask, what you can do, so if we want to move that bottom one up, all we have to do is click on this little, this link here. That's going to unlink the mask from the artwork. So you can do that and then move this up until it is how you want it to be. I don't know if we're going to get that one perfect. Pro tip here, you may just want to move all of this down a little bit so that it doesn't land on such an awkward part of the P. You know what? Let's leave it in the interest of just finishing up this tutorial. I'm going to close this without saving my changes, come back over here, and so that's how you would get your logo to wrap over the sleeve like that. A slightly easier way to do this would be to do just the top one. So we're going to get rid of that bottom one. Let's come in here and delete this layer mask and move, instead of it having it wrap around the seam like that, if we just move this down a tiny bit like such so it's not wrapping over this side seam, then presumably the logo is wrapped underneath this this part of the sleeve here, so you won't have to worry about masking the second half. So if we do that, we can add our layer mask back in, and then just erase along the top here. So this is the easier way to get this done. Is about like such. You can come in and make that perfect. Turn off your placement guide, save, and close, and come over here. And then you have something that will probably be less distracting and help you, demonstrate and sell a little bit better. And additionally, you may want to turn off the displacement mask, or I'm sorry, the displacement map here. You can toggle it off like such. That might allow your sleeve masking to be a little bit more precise. And on a really flat garment like this, you don't really need a displacement map. It's not doing much for you. So if you have any issues with the masking not translating perfectly onto the sleeve, just turn off the displacement map, especially on a flat garment. It's really not going to make much of a difference. If any of that wasn't clear, just shoot us an email and we'll help you out.